Whenever
you
you're
wake
thinking
up,
about
you
it,
brush your teeth, you send Dynasty trades. Like,
Yes.
that's what your day should look like. And
Yeah.
if it doesn't, you're doing something wrong.
Did you know the best strategy in Dynasty is to sell a player as soon as they produce?
That's sarcasm. Depends on how you define a good Dynasty team. And that can be subjective, but to us, good means you win money because money is cool. Why the heck else would you get in these leagues with a buy-in if you didn't want to win the entire league and take people's money? A team that can compete for 2 or 3 years, that's what makes a good Dynasty roster. That's what you're just donating your buy-in if you're just in a perpetual rebuild. I'm a genius, dude.
I know.
It's if you let what you think about a player override value, thinking strategically, it's going to kill you.
Look beyond your opinion of a player and look at the market value. If someone has fallen 2 rounds, take them. Yeah, and I think that's really what we're saying. It often behooves you to down tier for more points instead of down tiering for depth.
Are you like doing
And
like an
that's
SAT
something that we
words
really
thing? Because you keep saying usurp and be
I'm
who's.
sorry. I've never said to you.
Like, what's the app on your phone where you like learn new words?
Well, that's what I've been
Yeah.
doing this entire time. I'm like, I've been thesaurusing all of
When you
this,
see
so-
Nathan sitting in thought, he's like, what word am I going to use when it gets to me? Go ahead.
No, but
Chris, I love him, Olave.
Yeah.
Chris Olave, I love him. Yeah, Drake, I love him, London.
Not somebody that we did a prospect video before the draft. Not somebody that I watched film on. Did you watch film on him?
I did.
Yeah, whatever. Did you watch film on him?
I did.
Okay, everybody watched film but me.
Market value fluctuates week to week in Dynasty. And the funny thing is, it actually happens more in the offseason than it does during the actual season when things are going on.
is
Because
crazy.
Dynasty players get bored.
Because we get bored.
That's why we play Dynasty.
Yep. There are a couple guys in Dynasty that you really can't say anything about without getting completely trash for them. No. But buy Tony Pollard now while he's going in the 5th round, so next year you can make sure you brag about it when he's going in the 11th. If you really want to buy into high-producing running backs, why not do the running backs that have already fallen because of the age? There's zero chance that his value is higher next year than it is now with Tony. There's not a chance.
Please sell Tony Pollard. Please do not draft him. Draft a young wide receiver instead.
Nick
And
Chubb.
if you're, some of you are gonna watch this and still draft him anyways, and you're hopeless. I'm sorry. You shouldn't be playing Dynasty.
Oh my gosh. What is wrong with you guys? I mean, seriously. What is it about Tony Pollard that we're that excited about? You think Tony Pollard's the workhorse between the tackles back? Seriously? And now, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, it's Cam Akers season again. And he's sliding back.
Cam Akers,
so he's going.
SZN.
You have, I kid you not, a 3rd chance to sell Cam Akers. I am pleading with you to do it now. I've never seen. And people are like, oh, I'm not so sure I'm selling Cam Akers. Why would you not? Somebody's gonna get on this jersey wearing a split Tony Pollard Cam Akers jersey. Like, these guys suck. Like,
The Bears suck. That's why they have the 1st overall pick. Yeah.
It is hilarious how much Bears fans have been flexing that they got the #1 pick. I'm like, you are flexing that you were the.
We have
worst
Justin
team in-
Fields and the #1 pick. Is there a correlation there?
because I can already tell people are watching this video and there's tears rolling down their face. They're so mad.
Subpar analysis.
Do us a huge favor. If you want these huge values, do a huge like on this huge video and make sure you huge subscribe. And that didn't make
Huge.
sense. It is Friday night, and we are here live at the domain headquarters where there was actually a hailstorm like
Dude.
30 minutes ago, and we were recording a video, and it
We
sounded
stopped.
like the world was a popcorn bag in a
Yes,
microwave.
Sound like popcorn all around.
Couldn't think of the
Dude,
word bag.
Some of
God,
them,
night.
not kidding, almost the size of golf balls.
It was nuts. Like, I was watching them like fly vertically off my
Yeah.
car. I was like, oh no.
Actually, I wouldn't be surprised if I just if I go into my car
And it's just
after I
gone.
leave today and there's just no windshield.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't have it. It was ridiculous. But we're live. I know you were worried, and we're also going to do.
Clearly, I mean, Morgan says 7, 8, 9.
Did you guys all see that clip? Dude, oh man. Now you see what I work with. Do you see that? Like, imagine.
You were the
it.
best person ever.
Yeah, but you're also a dweeb, and so it makes it hard when I like try to make jokes because it's like you're like, oh, I've never heard it. But
At least I got it.
it took you 4 minutes. All right. What's up, Corey? Good to see you, my friend. He says Corley in the 10th.
Yeah, no, I would have rather you not brought that up, but it's whatever. Did I do the comments? I didn't do the comments. Let's see. I gotta open these comments. Read some of those comments while I'm doing this, please.
Well, Corley in the 10th. Yeah, we absolutely should have gone.
Well, shut up, Nathan. Gosh, damn you.
Torsten says, let's go. Warren plus a 25 second for Kyron. It's not even close. Kyron Williams. He said, I heard a story that Kyron was at an illegal dog fight and one dog bit his foot. That wound got an infection.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Was that dog Blake Corn? I would absolutely 100% take Kyron Williams. Anna Gwen says, obnoxiously singing, I've been waiting all day for Friday night.
That's like my childhood. I also had a big crush on Carrie Underwood, and that was a huge part of it, man. Because
so
that was the
Chris
highlight.
Collinsworth, clearly, and it's really creepy.
Jamie
Lee says,
Pittsburgh women.
Jamie Lee says, trade JSN and Monty for DK and the 108. Then traded the 108 for London, a 10-team Superflex start 11. Did you get a win? So you basically traded JSN and Monty for London. Yes, that was absolutely. Oh my gosh, no! You traded JSN and Monty for DK and Drake London. You're playing with easy people, my man. Good job.
So hey, just by the way, I just dropped the mock draft link for the startup mock. We're about to do Dynasty Superflex full PPR Titan Premium mock draft. It's in the mock drafts channel.
The only way.
Yeah,
Person says 1 hour delay. You guys know I live in Germany.
You know what we were thinking? We were like, you know what would really take it to Torsten is if we just delayed it an hour. I left my Coke over there.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. The one of the major reasons that we had to delay it is because of the hailstorm.
Oh boy.
it was
oh
crazy.
boy. Okay, here we go. On a scale of Chris Traeger to Ron Swanson, how angry is Nathan today? Actually, he's been more of like a.
If you're like Chris far left and Ron far right, and Ron being in the red, like I am more on the Chris side for sure.
I think so too. Like I would put you at I'd put you at like a Tom Haverford even. Like I mean, you're it's not bad even during the hailstorm.
Rent a swag.
I call eggs pre-birds. Yeah, no, Nathan's not super angry today, but you just never know when he's gonna have an outburst and just completely scream at you and insult you and scare your children because you snipe him in a dynasty league. So you
twice. It wasn't it was a fantasy mock draft.
It wasn't even a real league.
No,
that's right. It was a fantasy.
I just wanted to have the best looking mock draft ever, and it was really close.
All right, drop into the Discord of the mock drafts channel if you want to draft with us. If not, I'm gonna go ahead and put this link in here, and y'all can draft with us.
Oh yeah,
because I gave you fair warning, domain motherfuckers. But let's do this thing. Here we go. Jump in with us. And then we'll start drafting and then do some other things tonight. Walthauser, appreciate your super chat. I thought you had something you were going to make Nathan read tonight. That would be funny because you've picked on me. That hail was absolutely...
Chicky parm parm.
Chicky, yeah. That's funny. He's been a Ben Wyatt talking to John Ralphio angry. That's so funny.
Dude, honestly, like when I see Ben Wyatt, I can't unsee
when
myself
remember when they had
such
like
a freaking nerd and I sound just like
remember
Ben
when
Wyatt.
they had Detlef Shrimp on like retainer for like Entertainment 720 and he was just standing there shooting. That show is awesome.
It's so good.
Hey Dylan, what's up? Nathan, hope your trip was nice.
Thanks, man.
I hope it was great. Nathan.
It was really great.
I hope it was great.
It was great. It was perfect timing too. Just like I thought it would be.
Avery Wynn's little guy coming home hopefully in June. He's doing better. He's still working on his lungs, but he's a cute little kid, so we love him. Avery's hair looks shorter. Did you get it cut? Yeah, I got it cut today. And they styled it weird. And I don't
you
like
did?
It,
I didn't even notice it.
See, Nathan's very spacey. All right, we're full now. Let's do this. Here we go. That's the mock draft jingle right there. Dynasty, stored up, walk.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you're all. All right. Good to have you guys all here. Drop a like if you would. Okay, there's 100 people watching. Hold on, I feel like I have to sneeze. So
Go for it,
you
dude.
talk while I sneeze.
There's 100 people watching, and I don't really know where you're going with that, but I am happy there's 100 people watching. And based on the number of likes we have with 100 people watching, we only have 16 likes.
Okay.
If like more than half of you that are watching right now could like the video.
No. Instead of liking the video, what I want you to do is go down to the description of this video. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to put it here because you'll see where I'm going with this. You guys make this possible. So like, I hope you know that.
By viewers like you.
Thank you. Rip.
It's awesome.
You guys make this possible. Like, so.
Oh, look at that nice little scroll blueprint down there.
We can't. I know. Becca redid the graphics. Doesn't it look great?
That looks real nice.
I'm going to drop a link here where you can help our dreams come true if you subscribe to their channel. It's also in the description. But that is where we're releasing 2 videos a week now, and it's going to be going up in June. We're going to go to 3 videos a week on that channel. So,
and I'm going to monitor
how many we get.
Many subs we get.
All right. Yeah. No, guys, if you would sub to Domain Fantasy Football, that's our main channel.
4,876 right now.
All right, let's see if we can get to 49.
49.
Let's go. Let's get 25 people to subscribe. Hey, look, think about it this way. It's the same dudes.
Same dudes.
Same talking about football.
Dudes.
Same making fun of Nathan when he doesn't get 789.
Dudes.
But we also, everything over there is going to apply to Dynasty. It's all about production. Production is half of Dynasty, if not more. Right? So it would do us a huge favor. You make our dreams come true if you go subscribe for us. Appreciate that so much.
Should we sing that song?
No. But we could.
Making my dreams come
Becca's
true.
going to be. Ooh, what I
just went.
Well, you started in the wrong key.
Okay,
like, have better
but you
relative
went
pitch. Have better relative pitch, Nate.
pitch. Yeah.
Becca's going to be mad because I didn't loop. There we go.
What?
The new graphic. But all right, let's look at the mock now. We still have a freaking video to do after this too.
I know. It's okay. We'll be fine.
We will be fine. What I got?
Because most people are doing Memorial.
Refresh that thing, Nathan. See if we got any
stuff right now. Refresh. 4,800.
Oh yeah, 5 of you did it. Let's go. Keep it going.
19 more.
We're over there twice a week, guys. You can get 5 domain videos a week when you go over there.
Yeah. 5.
So this is kind of pretty much exactly how the Platinum League draft went. Almost exactly. Caleb Williams and Joe Burrow were flipped. Jefferson, Lamb, Richardson, Amon-Ra, Chase. Yeah, I mean, the first round's the same. Yep. Now here you have that second range of QBs. Oh my. Trent took Justin Herbert over Kyler Murray. Should we burn him at the stake for that, Nathan?
Yes, we absolutely
should. We burn him at the stake for that?
People were burning us at the stake in the comments as well.
Oh, so now they're right about everything?
Just like Zamir White. Just like we got burned at the stake about being negative towards Tony Pollard's price last year. And
exactly. And
T. Higgins.
Exactly. In all honesty, I do think these 3 should be going right here.
They are all, and we agree on this.
Same tier.
They are all in the same tier.
Yep. So take your choose there, pick your poison.
But they can be in the same tier in our eyes and not in the eyes of the market, because what we've noticed in the market is some of the deals going down for Justin Herbert are
ridiculous.
Abysmal.
It's insane.
Like, I have plenty of questions about what Justin Herbert is going to do from a production perspective this year. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You cannot be selling him for these prices. And it's crazy. They've all been coming in at the same time, all been flooding in. There's been multiple people that have asked me in the last couple of days, like, hey, should I sell Herbert for this price? And I'm like, dude, you are at least an entire future first off. Like, for me to even think about taking the other side that isn't Herbert. And like, what are we doing?
What are we doing? Oh, we got a super chat I missed. Let's go. Come on. It's from Dylan. Dylan, what's up?
Hi, Dylan.
You have a startup next week.
Oh.
That's really fun. I would be looking forward to that. I have the 104, and I'm a Giants fan, okay? How bad would it be if I passed on Hurts for Lamar? Because wow, the hate of the Giants fan is what's pushing that decision.
I was going to say.
Same tier for me, so I don't really care. I just don't feel like there's clear separation between Stroud, Hurts, and Lamar.
No, there's not.
Like,
there's an argument to be made that Stroud is in the same tier as Mahomes and Allen, but I don't know. There's just a lot of layers there.
Hold on.
You could almost put Stroud in his own tier.
Yeah, you could. So I don't think it's that bad. Do whatever. I think that's kind of a pick your choice there and do your thing. So we don't blame you either way. Appreciate you, Dylan. Thanks for your super chat. A Superflex draft. Why not do a regular one? Newsflash, Mike.
Superflex is the regular one.
Bingo. Thank you. I think you took my punchline though. That's where I was going with that.
Punch.
Yeah, no, this is a regular draft.
You say punch.
We have to specify one QB. That's on Fantasy Baby, not Dynasty Man. The people have spoken. Oh, that's right. Okay, true.
I have spoken.
Good,
we're
man.
at,
that show was so good at first.
We're at 4,884.
All right, we're getting there.
16
more subscribers on Fantasy Domain.
Throw it back in the comments.
Okay. Right after I get
throw it back in, people.
Whooping cough.
Whooping.
The whooping cough. Whoop. There we go. 14 more.
Oh, yeah. And if you guys are interested, we have a fantasy video coming out this week that is very, very much
frick.
Dynasty relevant. So
All of them are. The way we do it, it's all Dynasty relevant.
the way we do.
It's the way
how we do.
That's how we do. Like it's all about target share and like potential breakouts. It's like so
Which-
Dynasty relevant. It's
Very
not even
Dynasty
funny.
relevant, right. You play the market, and the guys that are poised for a breakout are going to increase in value significantly. So
That video is coming out Monday on Fantasy Domain on the holiday. I'm telling you, you will find it. We
very
picked five
statistical, very
sophomores
research-based.
to break out this year, and if they break out in Dynasty, it's the same thing.
Which, by the way, we'll want to make sure, remind me when we put that video out, which will probably be on Monday, right? Or
Yeah,
Tuesday.
we'll do Monday.
We need to get that document to Luke so that he can get
You're right.
those
Yeah.
target share
I
numbers.
put the link in the. I put the link
Oh,
to
you
the
did?
document.
Oh,
Yeah.
great.
So.
That's great.
I blame Nathan for the delay. It was Nathan's fault, actually. Caleb Williams had a bad first day of OTAs. Time to sell high. I have seen that. I saw it's like he only completed 3 passes in 7-on-7, and like they were all check downs or something like that.
Rip.
So yeah, no, sell him to me,
He's
please.
screwed.
Oh, Torsten, dude, you don't have to do this. Actually, I'm fine with this. I want to bring up the pre-NFL draft debate for rookie picks. Avery late first, Nathan early second. What's your opinion now? Where do you see the tier break? I'm curious. My league is not drafted yet. You know, they both ended up going up in value. So in terms of the tier break, you can make a big argument that there's a tier break at the 105. You can make a big argument that there's a tier break after the 108. But from a value standpoint, but like honestly, we think the tier break doesn't come until later because we like Jonathan Brooks, we like Bo Nix as much as the next guy.
Our big tier that we've talked about for a long time is the 108 to the 203, roughly.
Yeah, although the 108 I think is lumped in with that top tier, if anything, because
Sure, 109
because
to 203.
you're getting JJ there.
Well, that was
or-
the whole argument was what's the 109 versus the 203, and which one's going to increase in value more? Will it be the same relatively? But you've seen that gap close between those two,
Yeah.
between the 109
Although
and the
I
203.
heavily prefer the players I'm getting at the end of the first, because by the time you get to the early second, you're basically playing
You
the game
might
of,
heavily, but
like heavily, because I'm getting Bo Nix there. Like if I'm getting Bo
well,
Nix,
you're not getting Bo Nix. You're
at
getting
the
Bo Nix
111,
in the early
112.
second sometimes.
yeah, but you're
and that's-
definitely getting him at the 112, and so that was kind of the
Well,
that was the entire point.
You're taking him at the 112, but a lot of people aren't. And if you're at the 203, you have a good chance of getting him there,
You have a good chance, but you also have a good chance taking Keon Coleman there instead. So it's just
which is just as
you.
good.
No, it's not. It's
from a
not near as
market
good.
perspective,
No,
it is.
no. I would take Bo Nix. Like I would have overpaid for a late first to get Bo Nix instead of Keon Coleman in the early second, which was my point.
Which,
Like
again,
you get your
I
choice
don't-
of those
I don't
guys.
disagree with you, but
Good, you don't. DF Wu Tang says just finished a draft, traded back.
I was right about that debate, by
to
the way.
I was super right. I
was super right
absolutely-
about that debate because the gap between the 203
You know,
and the
you were
109 from a
super
value
right about it.
perspective closed.
You were super right
which
about
meant
it.
That the 203, those early seconds increase in value more than the
It
late
wasn't a
ones.
debate video.
It was a debate video.
No, it wasn't. You
I
made it a
won.
debate video.
I won.
Again,
I know I won because you never came back and crapped on me about it after the draft.
I haven't even
because you
thought
knew
about
I
it.
was right.
I haven't even thought about it until now.
Because you blocked it out of your memory. Because you know I was right.
Or I'm not insecure. Just finished the draft, traded back to the 104 for a 25 first. Wow.
Nice.
I still got Patrick Mahomes, Kyler Murray, Drake London, Kyle Pitts, DJ Moore, and Hawkins. What the frick? JSN at the 7-8. Who are
Bruh.
you drafting with? Holy cow. Very good job. That's insane. I love that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. Again, like some of these drafts that I see you guys do, like you kill them. That's a killer draft right there. Refresh the fantasy domain. Let's see if people are still going over there.
Sir, yes, sir. Only one? Only one?
Still more than 0.
Guys, we have 135 people watching right now.
Don't whine at them.
I'm not whining.
You guys.
No, I'm not.
You just did. All right, let's look at the draft.
I'm not.
I want cake now. Laporta 3-1, Neighbors 3-2, London 3-3. Purdy, CMC. I'm trying to see. Yeah, I mean some pretty decent values here.
Look, I can spin around.
Oh my gosh.
Some of those Pete Carroll ones were so good.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I can't believe there was a manhole and he fell in it. That was Mike McCarthy, right? I'm pretty sure it was.
Oh, Mike
Packers, Mike McCarthy. I'm not anything out of the ordinary in this draft so
Voldemort. Yes, I said Voldemort.
far. You know, Rashad White goes higher there than he normally does. Man, look how many tight ends in the 5th. Good night.
It's a range, man. It was very rare to be getting tight ends of that caliber in that range just a couple years ago because a lot of them were going higher. your Andrews, your Kelsey, they're going 2-3 turn. Kyle Pitts, obviously, when he was the Dynasty tight end one going, like just the market value for tight ends at the top is a lot less than it was a couple years ago.
That's the true. That is the true.
It's the golden age of wide receiver, man.
Well, kind of, in the sense that, a lot of the wide receivers are all like with the wide receivers with the same amount of upside, and that clump is becoming too big, and naturally some of them are.
Right, the clump's becoming too big, which is why you have to split hairs more than you used to.
Right.
Like, we have to be picky. We love Chris Olave. We have to be picky with Olave and say that we're taking all the receivers around him in that range.
Yeah.
It's just how it is, man.
It's tough.
At the end of the day, there's only 12 wide receiver ones, and that has not changed since the talent level at wide receiver in the NFL has grown.
That's the true. No lies have been spoken in this live stream today.
So you did admit that I was right. Because that wasn't a lie.
Are you still thinking about that seriously? My gosh.
I couldn't help myself.
Cole Kmet, top 5 tight end this year. Watch out. Yeah, I don't see that one with as much target competition as you have.
Here's my thing, and honestly, the situation in tight end, talking about the top 6 tight ends, is very similar to top 12 wide receivers. There's probably a good 24 to 30 wide receivers that most people would say has wide receiver 1 upside. But when you really get down into the nitty-gritty and you start looking at the numbers and start looking at the opportunity and start looking at the other receivers that they're competing with, you're like, okay, realistically, how possible is that? I think it's a lot easier to say that Cole Kmet is going to be a top 10 or a top 5 tight end than to talk about all the tight ends that could actually be top 5 tight ends, which is Kelsey, which is Laporta, which is Kittle, who's consistently a top 5 tight end, which is Kincaid, which is McBride, which is Ingram, which is Andrews, which is Pitts, which is even Njoku. Like, we've talked about, I've already mentioned 9 guys that are in that range. I don't even like Ferguson. A lot of people are advocating for Ferguson. I mean, you're already competing with 10 other tight ends. There's only like half of those are going to end up being top 5. And I guess it just depends on how high you are with Cole Kmet, but you've really got to look into the numbers and look into the opportunity share and say, who really has the best route at being a top tight end. I'd say Kincaid is up there. I'd say McBride is up there. Kelsey is always up there. Laporta literally had the best tight end rookie season of all time. That's already 4 tight ends I've mentioned, which leaves the 5th spot of Pitts, Kmet, Kittle. I mean, I'm going to trust the guy who's done it consistently in Kittle, personally. Ingram. So,
I mean, also it's
like Cole Kmet
situationally,
Cole Kmet is competing with Odunze,
Yes.
Keenan Allen,
Yes.
and DJ Moore, and DeAndre Swift in the backfield, who has a lot of receiving upside. I don't think Caleb Williams is going to be checking it down to Cole Kmet as much as Justin Fields was, who couldn't progress past his first read.
We do have a super chat from our guy, Man of Cole. We appreciate you, buddy. Thanks for jumping on tonight. Good to see you. Your question is in a 1 QB league, and I have Justin Herbert. What would be your thoughts on trading for someone like Anthony Richardson? Great question. And if you can pull this move off without giving up a significant amount to do so, it's absolutely the right move. In a 1 QB league, you are going for upside and rushing upside at that in your quarterback slot. And so you want somebody like Anthony Richardson, who has some of the highest ceiling we've ever seen in a quarterback. And from a rushing standpoint, you saw last year, his floor is going to be ridiculously high. We saw his floor because he played in 30% of snaps of one of the games that had 17 points, right? So this is the right move. What you have to be careful about with this is the market is so down on Justin Herbert right now that a lot of people are not willing to pay anything for him. So, like, I think the person who has Anthony Richardson might want Justin Herbert plus a ton. And at that point, it's not worth selling low on a quarterback, even in a 1 QB league, to get Anthony Richardson if you have to give up that much.
Yep.
But, again, in theory, in a vacuum, it is the right move to make. So, yes, try it,
do it. A cheaper pivot would be is like a Justin Herbert to a Kyler Murray, who really has, pretty similar upside with his rushing upside and his passing volume, and he's like half the price of Anthony Richardson right now on 1 QB.
If Justin Herbert fetches a fair price, you could also try out the Jaden Daniels owner and see if you can down tier to Jaden Daniels and get quite a bit on top, because I would do that as well. There's less security.
That's a lot riskier.
But again, 1 QB league, I'll take the risk there.
Yeah.
Like especially if you have,
because you're
especially
pretty,
if you have
pretty
somebody.
confident that Herbert is going to be a low end QB1, which
Yeah.
is on the lower side of like that's one of the worst QBs in your league when you've got 12 in your league and they're all starting.
And Jaden Daniels has top 6
theoretically
QB
a top
upside.
12,
So
right,
yeah.
right.
So yes, I like the move, and that's what we typically recommend for 1 QBs in terms of their quarterback slot. So appreciate your super chat, buddy. Yeah. So looking at this draft again, this is Brooks and Hawkinson 6'2" and 6'3". That makes me so happy. Did you see somebody?
Hawkinson has been a buy for 3 years now.
Oh,
and
I know.
Every time we say he's a buy, we're correct because he skyrockets up boards and then he loses value for some reason.
Some dude was like, I think Hawkinson's overrated. He's only had 1 good year. And I was like,
Excuse?
I was like, he's been the tight end 2, 4, and 5. And he's like, you're right. It's like, man.
Well, in the year he was tight end 5, he literally, like last year, he was on pace to be the tight end 1 until he got injured.
Yeah. Like he was killing it.
Yeah.
Which again, availability is the greatest ability. So
Right, and he was available for almost the entire season until the last 2 weeks of the year.
right.
Until like, oh my gosh, he got killed. It was a dirty hit
Yeah,
too.
it was a dirty hit. It was disgusting.
Yeah.
It was a hip drop, wasn't it? Or did he just somebody just hit his knee?
Hip drops are when you like come from behind a player and you like put all of your weight while you're grabbing their hip and you drop your own hip to pull them down backwards.
Oh, Nathan.
What?
I know what a hip drop is. You don't have to mansplain
okay.
it to me. I didn't know if that's what he got hurt on or if he got hit in his knee.
Well, yeah, that's you. Yeah, hip drops. You generally don't tear what he tore with like a hip drop tackle. I think the injuries are different with hip drop tackles.
Oh, I mean,
So
I've seen.
I think what happened with him is someone came on and they went really low, and his leg just like got screwed up. So it was.
I think that's how I remember it too.
Yeah.
But
I think it was an after the catch thing. So.
What's up, Birdman? Good to see you. Mystics Flame says, read my 2 comments. All right, where's your 2 comments at?
Which, by the way, hip drop tackles are going to be really weird this season because they're probably going to call a ton of stupid flags on them at the beginning of the year that are going to be very game deciding, and everyone's
it's going to be nuts.
Like it's I think it's a terrible idea.
So Mystic Flame says, yo, Domainer, 14 team. Half tight and premium QBs are Caleb, Herbert, Kyler, Purdy. Wow, Levis. Wow. Wide receivers, Neighbors, T, Addison, Ladd, Leggett, Dotson. You give Kyler and Addison and get T-Law and Olave. Are you doing that, Nathan? Kyler and Addison for T-Law and Olave when you've got Caleb, Herbert, Kyler, Purdy, and Levis. I honestly, I mean, if I'm down tiering there, like I'm trying to down tier from,
I'm not gonna lie, dude. I'd probably go Kyler there.
I'd probably just hold there. I'd probably go for a different trade. I'd probably try to trade a different quarterback into a non-quarterback.
Because you're trading for 2 other guys who have questionable ceilings themselves anyways.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, Addison's a wide receiver 2 and Olave's a wide receiver 1, but Olave had 22% target share last year and his situation isn't getting any better, and he's not going to be a wide receiver 1. And
Yeah.
neither is Addison. And Addison had a really, really good rookie season. So, like, yeah. Tanner says Nathan just humping the air while explaining.
It's
the
really
hip drop.
funny. Nathan's getting geeky out about a hip drop. Hip drop is a made up term. PV has a crazy team. Does he? Does he have a crazy team? I mean, it's aight. He's got Young, Levis, and Cousins as quarterbacks. So it's like,
Yeah.
Good video on the other channel. Thanks. If you guys haven't subscribed, go subscribe.
What video
I'm telling
was
you,
it?
you'd like it. It's the rookie video.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
that's our expertise.
yeah, we know rookies.
It's our bread and
we know
butter,
rookies,
dude.
baby. Yeah, Mystic Flame, appreciate your super chat, buddy. I hope that makes
We
sense.
talked about Polk in that video, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good.
Polky boy. Somebody went Kirk and Ridley right there. That's what we did. That's nice.
Mm-hmm. I'm loving it.
It's
like McDonald's.
You know who I hate?
Joe.
Oh my gosh, just sprained my ACL and MCL. Can I get a rip in the chat?
Rip.
That's a rip. I'll go ahead and put it in the chat. Rip.
I beat you.
Bon Peef says, no, you didn't. Mine was lowercase rip.
No, look at mine.
That's stupid. I hate that. That's a tie.
Mine. Oh, look, and up there, mine came first.
All right, let's do it. Let's do it again. Let's do it again on 3. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. I got it.
Wait, who won that one? I can't actually.
I got it up there. Let's go.
That's funny. On mine, Trent got between, but you and I were together.
Yeah, well, they're on a 35
See,
second
but
delay,
you
so.
counted to 3. If I said 3.
All right, fine. Here we go.
1, 2, 3.
Yes, I
Wait,
got it
where?
again.
No, I did the capital R.
Look.
Oh, I was way ahead of you. You're two
Nathan,
down. And
that's the deal breaker.
I know.
You got me the first time, but I've been beating you since then. So, all right, we won't do that anymore.
Well, probably because I'm actually hitting one extra key because I'm hitting the shift button to do the capital R.
You made that choice, not me. So that's a capital P right here. That's interesting.
And it says you guys will literally compete over anything, I swear.
Yeah,
You're right. You're right.
Yeah, it's not wrong. No lies detected in that one. I did type it faster though, just for the record. So Tony Pollard 9.9, good value there. Deontay Johnson, Evan Ingram.
Don't race on the road though.
No, we
learned
don't.
from Rashee Rice's mistakes.
That's true. Michael Penix in the 9th still continues to be a pretty good value. I had somebody yesterday in a startup draft on the Flock site getting him in the 10th. Do you guys do auction drafts? We don't for this reason. We think that auction drafts immediately throw off the economy of the league from day one, basically because people are stupid with auction drafts, and so like with a snake draft, as long as you don't have idiots in there, you have very balanced value portfolio, and then the best players will take value as time goes on. With an auction draft, somebody could just get lucky in an auction draft and take all the value, and then that league is way out of balance. And so we see leagues last longer, we see leagues be more fair, etc.
And I think that's the biggest gap in understanding or in agreement between us and a lot of people who are auction truthers is like, yes, you are correct. In a perfect utopia, auction is the way when you have all players in your league that are all perfect dynasty players that all have a perfect grasp on the value of every single player, then yes, it would be a perfectly reflection of the value of players and it would be perfectly fair across the board. But that's just not the case. Like you can't put that power in the hands of 12 different players in your dynasty league when they just don't see eye to eye on everything. And it totally warps the league, like Avery said, from day one. So it's just such a better way with the snake and third round reversal to keep it fair right at the beginning or opportunity for fairness.
Chase, to answer your question, I would not make that trade. I would keep Love. So I went up and read your question. About to ask Justin Fields, you don't answer one of these 6 questions I've asked. We can't answer all of these, Trent. You freaking know that.
It's like being an amateur day trader versus just like...
Okay, here we go. We'll answer this one. Why is everyone so low on Waddle? I feel like Waddle. I feel like he's a good buy. Why is everyone low on Waddle?
A Waddle bottle.
Can I have my Waddle bottle? All right, and you want to answer that one?
Yeah.
I'm not putting you on the spot, making you actually do something, but...
Are you serial? You do this right now?
What? I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Chuck my mic at you.
Do it. It's tied.
That was my way of chucking the mic.
Very cute.
Great question. Why is everybody low on Waddle?
Where's my football?
That's a question that we've been asking and trying to deal with ourselves. I think especially in fantasy, when you look at his price in fantasy, it's real nice because we know what Waddle's ceiling is and we know what he dealt with last year. Look, the running backs alone in Miami's offense last year combined for 33 offensive touchdowns.
Facts.
I know Mike McDaniel likes to run the ball, and I know that'll always be a part of his offense, and that's why they took a step up offensively last year is because they ran it so much more than they did his first year as a head coach. I don't think they're going to combine for 33 touchdowns next year. Another reason that Waddle fell in value is because everyone expected his yak at 19 yards per reception to stay up after his second year, and it didn't. Lo and behold, it ended up falling down to about 14 because that's a lot more sustainable with a guy who's a lot more like big play dependent. So he's going beginning of the 4th. He's going kind of after that range, even in some fantasy drafts too. We're still on the fence. I wouldn't say he's a hard buy because I understand why people are concerned, but it's definitely the time to invest in him if you were to ever invest in him because because Tyreek isn't getting any younger. He's getting closer and closer to the end of his deal. And while that doesn't really matter for us as much because we like scoring points and winning our leagues, it does from a market value perspective in Dynasty because we know every single year we reach the offseason again, Waddle's value is going to go up and up and up and up from here on out. And especially if you're a rebuild right now, go invest in Jalen Waddle. I would recommend that for sure because he's going to end up being the wide receiver 1 there. He's not going to be playing for the rest of his career with Tyreek Hill.
A couple questions here. Do you guys play in redraft leagues or strictly only Dynasty? No. We're going to do redraft leagues this year. In fact, we're going to have some crazy money redraft leagues for our supporters. So that's another reason to join at flockfantasy.com/domain. But no, there's going to be redraft leagues. What?
Hey guys, I have a question.
What's your question?
So I want a couple people to explain to me in the chat why Justin Fields is consistently going 11th round when he was traded for a 6th round pick, which was the same as Zach Wilson.
That's a good question. Who got Timberwolves or Mavs? I'm going Mavs. I can't talk about the Pacers. It'll piss me off. All right, it's time to pick our.
Oh my gosh, dude.
You.
Halliburton might not even play.
It's time to pick our favorite teams.
My favorite team is not the Pacers.
I'm trying to.
Just kidding. They are.
Quit talking about it. It's going to piss me off.
All because they blew the first game.
Nathan, stop talking about it. I'm serious. I'm going to get mad.
Can you just tell me real quick before I pick our favorite team, why the frick did they not just call a timeout when they couldn't inbound the ball?
Nathan, I
Why?
know.
All they had to do was inbound the ball.
You're just going to make me.
They should have regrouped.
Stop.
It was over. It was literally
serious.
over. Like, people were leaving the game.
Stop. I'm not talking about it.
Leaving the game.
I'm not. All right. So, favorite
Kind
team.
of glad we didn't buy the tickets on Monday.
Yeah, Nathan. Favorite team time. Okay.
Gosh.
So,
dude,
I'm going to go for my favorite team, as in the team I like the most. I'm going to go with Mr. Official Lawyer of Dynasty Domain, Corey Nichols. Corey Nichols had CJ Stroud and Jared Goff as his QBs. Two guys on. One guy was one of the most productive quarterbacks in the league. The other one's on a huge contract now. Garrett Wilson in the second with Romo Dunze in the fourth. Good value there. Kyle Pitts is his tight end. He gets Brooks in the sixth. He takes Derrick Henry for depth. And then he gets Bo Nix in the eighth with Chris Godwin in the ninth. Jalen Polk in the 10th. Sennett in the 12th. I like all these picks. I like your team, Corey. Good job. Thanks for being the official law representation of Dynasty Domain. There's an asterisk by official, I know.
Hashtag.
So... because it's not, but it's whatever. All right, your turn.
I'm gonna go with Fitz-Dinger. He gets AR and Kyler, the thing that I would have done in.
Will you
our draft back in
freaking
the
just
day.
get over it?
London in the third. I love it. Devonta Smith in the fourth. I like that at price. Brock Bowers in the fifth. Adams, Rashee Rice, Adonai Mitchell in the 10th, Russell Wilson in the 12th, also a very good value. And then the running backs that you take, I love it. You go old running back, you go with 1 year rentals, and you just keep doing that every single year. Alvin Kamara, Aaron Jones, and Nick Chubb. Nice job. Good draft.
Yeah. All right. Okay, we're gonna do something here. We're gonna do something. Huh? Oh, we've dropped a little bit of frames. Don't drop frames.
Oh no.
Okay, it looks like they're not dropping anymore, so that's good.
No.
Sorry if you experienced a network thing. We've had
It's working. Okay.
we've had storms here. We're good.
storms.
Multiple
storms.
Let's take a look at this. What is this? What is this?
Where's Storm the dog?
Your mom's house. Yes.
Storm.
Correct. He's fine. This is the My Teams feature of the site, vlogfantasy.com/domain, where we host all of our content. And it's getting even more and more exciting. So I just wanted to kind of highlight this feature. So to demonstrate this, somebody send me your Sleeper League ID in the chat. All right, so somebody here send me your Sleeper League ID. I kind of want to go through how this works and what makes it so appealing. But this has been really nice for us grading teams and doing blueprints as well. But also it's nice for you to kind of be able to see, what your Dynasty team looks like in terms of value compared to the rest of your leagues. This is just an example. But if somebody sends me their Sleeper League ID, I'll plug it in here. I kind of do a demonstration of it, and then I can show you how you can get a team review as well. Because this is how we're doing our team blueprints, which look a lot like this thing right freaking here. Look at that thing.
What?
Isn't it pretty?
What is that?
It's a 3-year comprehensive plan for your Dynasty team, including positional grades, buys, sells, cornerstone assets, overall strategy, suggestions, draft capital, all of it.
Seriously?
I'm dead serious. I'm not even kidding.
Dang.
So, why are we losing? Why are we losing frames?
They're sending us usernames right now.
All right, cool.
But not league IDs.
Close out all your tabs.
League IDs.
Yeah. Send your league ID. Send your Sleeper League ID.
Yeah. That's like the big number. If you click on your team, that's like the big number at the end of the link on Sleeper.
That's the true.
Yeah.
What is the freaking network doing right now?
Hello.
Let me see. Stream output.
Are we dropping a lot of frames?
Well, it's like jumping up and down. Like,
oh, those sillies.
I don't know what it is, but somebody sends sleep. Nobody still has Slinther. It's the number, the Sleeper League ID. This is funny. Right. Nope, not the team name. Not team name.
I'm gonna demo here.
Somebody's gonna get it. Somebody's gonna give their Sleeper League ID.
Here, I'm gonna drop it in the chat and you can pull it if you want. Boom. That's my Sleeper League ID.
There you go. That's what we're looking for.
Yep.
I need your league ID, but I will demo.
You want a demo with mine?
I could, yeah.
Mine is so cute.
All right.
Just kidding. I don't think it's one of my better teams. But
somebody says they sent theirs. I do not see a single
It's
league
actually
egg.
not that bad. It could be worse.
I cannot see any of those if you're sending them. I don't know why. There's Mystic Flames. Let's do Mystic Flames.
Yeah. Oh, you're not going to do mine? You're not going to grade mine?
No, Nathan. You're going to get over it. All
This
right.
is a league where you...
Let's put Mystic Flames team in. By the way, this isn't even my team. This is somebody else. But what you're going to do is you're going to go in, paste that Sleeper League ID, press sync. I don't know which flame. I don't know which one's yours, but team sync successfully is probably this one. There you go. There's Mystic Flames League. And so now what you can do is go and see all the different teams and the values. Let's see if Mystic Flames is in here. I don't see that one. So I don't know what your team name is, but look at this. It's very nice. Breaks down all your positions, breaks down your draft capital, breaks down all of it. And then once you pick your team and you look at it on here on the league power rankings, you've got where the value is attributed in positionally in your league and on your team. Then what you can do as you plug in and you kind of take a look at your league and how your league stacks up, you can press here, submit for review. And it says, please subscribe to use this feature, which you have to subscribe. But once you do that, you're actually able to go in and you're able to submit the team to Nathan and I. So that's how you get a team review. That's how you get a blueprint. And like I said, flockfantasy.com.
Mystic said it's Xavier Lopez.
Huh?
Mystic said it's Xavier Lopez.
Oh, it's all right. I'm done with the demonstration anyways.
Oh,
so
okay.
so flockfantasy.com/domain is how you get one of those, how you can use the team review site. It's how you can use the trade calculator, the rankings. But you get a team blueprint, and you saw that earlier. So if you want a team blueprint, use code domain, 30% off. You also get a team blueprint when you sign up for the Annual Mother Flocker tier. And you get one-on-one advice. You get our rankings. You get our articles, our Discord, all of it. Literally
Whoa.
all of it. So
Jerry, we appreciate your super chat.
What's
man.
up,
He says,
Jerry?
What's up, boys?
What's up?
Love you guys. Left a question in the chat on my startup. Hope your
Okay.
day is great. Everyone kept drafting the running backs early, so I adjusted and drafted wide receivers. Smart. What trades would you do? Did I mess up? All right, so you got Kyler, Purdy, Nix, and Danny Dimes. That's a great quarterback room. I'm honestly not making any moves there. Jamar Chase, Amon-Ra, Drake London, Ayuk, Brian Thomas, Lad McConkey, Jermaine Burton, Baker, Cowing, etc. And then you got Chubb, Gus Edwards, Lloyd, Wright. My goodness, man. You still ended up with a pretty solid running back room with that nice youth and value. I'm liking that a lot. And then your tight ends are Sinnott and Eric All. Nice with the no tight end strategy. I'm glad. I'm very happy that you didn't take like a Pat Frymuth or a Jake Ferguson. You're just as good off with a Sinnott and Eric All. Like, seriously. And you can get a guy off waivers if neither of them are producing in the middle of the season, but you're just fine there unless you end up going and targeting an elite tight end. I think that was a good strategy there. Love your wide receivers. If you want to go and make a splash and see if you can't get a really good value or two at running back, you absolutely have the flexibility to move off of a Jamar Chase and down tier from him. If you down tier from Jamar Chase and you go acquire another high upside wide receiver, or even go off wide receiver altogether from Jamar Chase and you get a Saquon Barkley and you get a Jonathan Taylor, or you get a Rashad White, a Jonathan Brooks, one of those guys that's some of our favorite targets at running back, I would definitely consider that. There's plenty of people out there that are very high on Jamar Chase and will be for a long time, where we're not ultra down on Jamar Chase. I think we're just more realistic with him, and you absolutely have the flexibility to move off him. That's the best part about taking the value that falls in a startup, is you're not stuck with the team you draft. You're stuck with the value leverage that you acquired in the draft. And to me, it looks like you have a lot of leverage at the wide receiver position to go acquire the other positions that you do need a little more. So that's the one big target that's one big trade move that I'd say that really stands out to me the most, is explore some offers to move off Chase. Other than that, man, I like the draft picks that you took, and for now I'd be sitting tight with those rookies until the hype increases during training camp.
Yeah, appreciate you, Jerry. Thank you so much for your super chat, and good job with your team. We appreciate having you around, buddy. Hey, we'll answer the rest of our super chats here, so if you have a question, get your super chat in, and then we got to record another video tonight. So what?
Corey, that's funny. We will totally do that. I already did it. You did?
Yep, it's changed.
Corey, so this is to name your Platinum League team name to Pollard's prowess.
That's our name.
Yes.
You paid for it, so
That's awesome.
I got to do it. That's not a general rule, by the way.
Avery, how are you feeling about? Why didn't you ask me?
Because you don't know what you're talking about.
What do you mean I don't know what
You
I'm
played
talking
soccer.
about? It doesn't matter.
It super does. I would never be like, oh, I'm
so
going to
you're
do
saying
this.
I don't know anything about football because I played soccer?
Real football or fantasy football?
Bofa?
Not as much as a football player.
My man, I grew up reading history books about football and the evolution of schemes.
But that's not A football player could still out-football you, though.
Well, yes, they could out-football you too.
Well, yeah, absolutely they could. I didn't play football.
I'm a well-informed fan.
You are, but I played, so I win.
And I played. I played too.
See how mad he is?
I played.
He is so mad that you
I
asked me
played
this
football.
question. He asked me, Nathan. He did not say Nathan.
I played football.
So zip it.
I'm not zipping.
No, he didn't ask you.
They were down 2-0 against
No,
the
no, no, no,
Knicks.
no, no, no. This is my question. Avery, how are we feeling?
The Celtics are not the Knicks.
I'm happy to answer this. Avery, how are we feeling about the Pacers? Do you think they'll win at least the next two at home? If Tyrese Halliburton doesn't play, I don't think they will. But do keep in mind the Pacers have not lost at home since March.
That's insane.
Which is insane. And I really do think the Pacers could compete in this series. I thought if they took game one, even if it was 1-1, I'd be like, frick, we got this.
The city of Indianapolis is very proud and very supportive of their teams as well. I expect the crowd to bring it, and that does make a big difference.
It does.
Like,
but again, the Pacers
yeah.
really do need to be healthy and really do need to kind of be at the top of their game in order for them to have a chance against the Celtics in these games, because the Celtics are just playing good basketball right now.
Yeah.
They just are,
Yeah.
even without Porzingis. So I think that
and Porzingis is going to be back game 4, potentially.
So I think they've got a chance. I expect them to drop at least one game at home, and I think that'll essentially end the series.
Yeah,
So,
by game 6.
but it's all right. Damian is super upset because he tried to send the league ID, but I've refreshed my screen. I did not get any comments from him, and I don't think you did either. It's not on that computer. It's not on this computer. It's not on this computer. So sorry, we didn't see it. Snooze, you lose. I freaking love saying that to people. Yeah, sorry.
It's weird, man. People were swearing they sent in the league IDs. We didn't
I
get
know.
any.
I didn't. I wonder if YouTube was like.
All we were getting. I wonder if YouTube was translating the league IDs to their team names.
What is this?
What?
Oh, okay, I see.
Joe.
Oh, you can do that?
Who? Excuse?
You can just go to Super Chats.
No.
That's
way.
sick.
What?
All right. This is our 5-minute warning. Drop any Super Chats you have. We won't be able to answer the rest of these. So,
Yeah.
if you have any questions before we log off for the weekend, we won't be live on Monday. We will start being live on Mondays on the Domain Fantasy Football channel. I'll drop that one more time.
Yeah, let's see how many subs we are on there. Because we got 121 people watching, and we didn't get many people to subscribe. 4,888. We need 12 more.
All
So
right.
it's 4,900.
If 12 of you amazingly beautiful individual people.
No, don't do this. We have another video to record.
No, no. I wasn't going to extend the live stream, moron. Here you go.
You're like, we'll do another all-night live stream.
There you go.
Absolutely not.
Subscribe to that channel. You get 5 instead of 3 videos from us a week. All of them
If we
pertaining
get
to
to
Dynasty.
10,000 subscribers in the next 5 minutes, we will do another all-night live stream.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's true. Wow, Nathan, very achievable of you.
Exactly.
How long have y'all been Colts fan? We've been Colts fans for a while. I've been a Colts fan since
born.
Born. Yeah. I mean, I was
Jason Bourne.
I was 6 when they won their first Super Bowl, and I remember all that.
I was 4.
Yeah. So
Isn't that cute?
then maybe I was 7.
We
I
were
was
such
7.
young chillins.
Guys, most of us are subscribed. I promise you're not. I promise you're not. We have a third of the subscribers over there.
My age.
We know.
I'm kidding, dude. It was a joke.
I didn't even hear it. I
It
wasn't
said,
even
last
talking.
question. I missed their answer earlier. I traded London for Odunze and Worthy. Any thoughts?
I think it's a fair trade.
Yep.
I honestly wouldn't lean heavy one way or another. I like Drake London, but I think Odunze is really good as well, and he's a good value. And Xavier Worthy on top of him is that's definitely bridging the gap. So, I'm good with that.
It's definitely a rebuild move. That's spreading out your value and trying to raise your chances at more.
Especially if you're like a
upside for two
rebuild,
different players.
especially if you're a hard rebuild, that's a great trade.
Because as much as we think London's going to move up rankings next year, Odunze and Worthy have more ability to increase in value than London does. So, they just have a higher way to, or they have more room to move up.
True that.
So,
yeah, I'm good with that trade. It's even, to kind of pick your favorite there. I mean, you could easily win that trade either side. So
yeah, pick your faves, man.
pick your faves.
Yeah.
All right. That looks like it's going to be it. So appreciate you guys. Like I said, if you guys want a team review, if you want to be able to access all the tools that we have and all of our personalized advice and things like that, and join in my opinion, the biggest and best Dynasty community out there. Flockfantasy.com.
Wow, that's pretty
bold of me.
that's pretty subjective of you. Talk about
There's so much I could say.
subjective.
There's so much I could say.
I know.
We'd love for you to join the community, though. We
You're
love our
a rat.
peeps. So yeah, it's really good.
Let's go to the Webster Dictionary.
Yeah. But yeah, Flock Fantasy. Make sure you use code domain.
Oxford,
Choose Mother
Oxford.
Flocker tier. We'll have a video over on Domain Fantasy Football on Monday for you guys concerning target share and year two breakout. So make sure you're subscribed over there. And we'll be back here for Dynasty content on Tuesday. And Tuesday will be top 36 running back rankings in Dynasty, actually. So we're about to record that video right now. So appreciate all you guys.
Did we get to 36 in there?
It's pretty close. What are we gonna? I don't know.
We'll count and we'll see.
Yeah, we will. Yeah, we'll label it right.
Yeah.
All right. Appreciate you guys watching. Thanks so much for joining us. Have a great long weekend.
Super great.
And have a great time watching the Indy 500 because that's the only way you should spend your weekend right now.
None of them will.
No. I mean, I don't know. It's
don't know.
a lot of
Racing's
people. A
pretty
lot of people watch
cool.
it. It's the greatest
IndyCar's
spectacle.
awesome.
It is awesome. All right.
So much better than NASCAR.
That is very true. All right. See you guys later. Peace.